A very interesting question from ICI material. The question states that there is a company which manufactures baby products, and the company which is manufacturing the baby products, they have an internal audit team. Internal audit team is applying various procedures, and further the internal audit team is also present during physical inventory counting. So they are applying all the detailed procedures. And further, as a statutory auditor of the company, you take the internal audit report, rely upon the internal audit report. As a statutory auditor, you observe that the inventory is held for a long period of time. Now, when the inventory is held for a long period of time, this issue is not highlighted by the internal auditor. Now, how do you deal with this? Whether you should rely upon the work of the internal auditor report, or should you perform your own detailed procedures when this is the case? Because see, when you are holding the inventory for a long period of time, so is there a possibility that the provisions may not be provided on a non-moving inventory? Is there a possible that there may be an obsolete stock which we are not looking at? So in such case, rather than relying upon the internal auditor, you have to apply your own procedures. So where for an account balance class of transaction, the assessed ROM is very high at assumption level, where more judgment is involved. In such case, actually here in planning and performing the audit procedures and evaluating the results thereof, the external auditor, in such case, he has to apply more procedures, and he should use less the work of the internal auditor. So ultimately what happens here, where the ROM is high, where the judgment is involved, more judgment is involved than in planning and performing the audit procedure and evaluating the results. In such case, I should less rely upon the work of internal auditor and more I should be doing my work. That's the thing here. So higher the assessed ROM, more persuasive audit evidence is required by the external auditor. An external auditor will need to perform more of the work directly. That's the thing here. So more work he has to perform directly. That's the thing here. The inventories here are held for a long period of time actually before it is being sold. As a company is dealing in a high niche products, actually here there is a risk of what you can say the inventory obsolescence. So the inventory obsolescence risk is there actually here due to changes in the customer preferences. There may be high chances actually here. So this will increase the risk of material misstatement, and also more judgment will be involved in term with the auditor, statutory auditor, in planning and performing the procedures. In such circumstances, the statutory auditor needs to perform procedure directly, check the net realizable value of the products with the cost to verify that is there a completeness of provisions, and should we recompute the provisions for the obsolete stock. So there, the external auditor should apply procedures directly than relying upon the work of the internal auditor. So these are the circumstances where the external auditor should apply procedures more extensively and less reliance on the work of the internal auditor. This is how it is. Okay. So this stand can be taken by the external auditor accordingly.